If you've been collecting Transformers for a while, you might remember Takara's Legends line. And this was a line where Takara would take the Hasbro released figures, but give them premium decos and sometimes even different accessories. A good example of that is the Decepticon Target Masters actually came with their Target Master partners, as well as Cup and Hot Rod and Blur. Whereas at the time, Hasbro wasn't releasing the Target Master partners, so Takara was giving fans an extra level of detail with the paint jobs, and then they went above and beyond by including accessories like Target Masters, and so on and so forth. The Legends line gave us Super God Jinrai, so in North America, we just got Power Master Optimus Prime. But in Japan, they got Jinrai, and then they also released God Bomber, so you can make Super God Jinrai. So Legends really went above and beyond. They gave us Great Shot as well, another 6-changer to go with 6-gun, and even Grand Maximus, who I am still kicking myself to this day for never getting a Grand Maximus, because after watching Super God Master Force, I really wanted one, but the aftermarket prices are just too insane. And now in 2026, New Legends is quickly becoming my favorite Transformers line. So New Legends kicked off with a green repaint of Lyle Convoy. If you remember last year, Takara took the Legacy Leo Prime mold and retooled it, resculpted some of it, reworked it, and they came up with a really good Beast Wars 2 screen accurate Lyle Convoy that I think looked fantastic. And now for 2026, we're getting the green powered up version. So in Beast Wars 2, when Lyle Convoy combines with Lyle Jr., he gets this green power up and he becomes all powerful and he can save the universe. So that's what this figure is. This is the powered up Lyle Convoy. And it's even got glow-in-the-dark plastic. So I think the green looks great. I think it's a great looking figure. And I'm glad that they're going into these niche Japanese characters. And after that, we had no clue what to expect. We had no idea if New Legends was going to be only repaints. We had no idea if they were going to be entirely new molds, retools. We didn't know what to expect. And I'm sure a lot of fans were really, really hoping that we would get the same level of detail and treatment that we got in Takara's Legends line. So we recently got revealed that we're getting a G2 Menasor. Hasbro has completely dropped the ball with the G2 Stunticons, and Takara is like, you know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to release our G2 Menasor. Hasbro, we don't know what you're doing. You guys are clearly slacking. So Takara has given fans all 5 Stunticons in one package, which I think when it comes to releasing repaints of combiners, I think the box set is the way to go. I don't think it makes sense to release them individually. Like, for example, when Hasbro released the G2 Stunticons, they started with Shadow Strip or Black Drag Strip, and he was part of the Velocitron subline, and then eventually during the Toxitron subline, we got Dead End, and then we got Breakdown as a mainline legacy release. And we still, to this day, don't have a Wild Rider and we don't have a Menasor. Now, Hasbro designer Mark Marr has stated that, hey, if you're looking to complete this team, don't worry. We still plan on completing it some way, somehow. You're going to get the other 2 members. But I think that's pretty pathetic. Because now, if you want to complete Menasor, you're going to have to go back and try and find these figures on the aftermarket. And I don't know what their prices are. You could be paying way more than retail. So I don't think that's fair to fans. And if they are going to release them individually, get them all out in that 1-year window like they do with the normal combiners. So I think the G2 Stunticons are a pretty big failure on Hasbro's part. Not individually. Individually, they're decent toys. But just the way that they're releasing them isn't helping anybody. And Takara, by releasing them all together, fans don't have to worry about backtracking. They don't have to worry about completing a combiner. They're just getting it all in one package. Yes, it's more money, but it's also less headaches overall. And not to mention, the Takara set has different paint jobs than all of the Hasbro variants so far. And I think the Takara versions look a lot better. Like, they have a lot more detailed graphics, and they look a lot like the G2 toys that they were based upon. So again, really cool. They're doing better than Hasbro at releasing exclusive combiners. And hopefully this happens again going forward with the new Bruticus. Let's get a Battle Gaia out there. We have not gotten one since the original one. So fingers crossed we get a Battle Gaia out of Bruticus. And then we just got revealed a Nemesis Star Convoy, which is a crazy idea. I wasn't sure if Star Convoy ever got repainted into his Nemesis colors, but I don't think he has. I think this is the first ever Nemesis Star Convoy we're getting. And part of me wants to get this because it looks fantastic. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the gray in alt mode on the trailer. It's like the first half of the trailer is gray, the second half is black, so that throws it off a little bit. But in robot mode, this thing looks so good. And it's got more accurate RID-01 Scourge colors than the Velocitron RID-01 Scourge release. So, or I know that was technically Nemesis Prime, but this has more accurate colors than a Hasbro released figure. So anyway, I'm off topic. But Nemesis Star Convoy looks great. I don't think I'm going to get him because it is expensive and I don't need a Titan class Nemesis Prime. But it's just so cool. And then it comes with the little Blast Wave or whatever Energon Shockwave was called. I'm blanking on his name, so I'm sorry about that. But it's a repaint of the core class Shockwave from, I think, Legacy. And it looks really cool. And the coolest part about all these figures is that they're continuing the Transformers Legends manga, which I have to admit I haven't read. I've looked at the new ones briefly that have come with these 3 figures, and I saw that the Blast Wave or Shockwave, whatever, is a reoccurring villain. So is Nemesis Prime. But I'm not too familiar with the Legends manga. But if you're a fan of it, New Legends is continuing it. So again, I think that's a huge thing that they're doing. That's a great fan service. Takara really just goes above and beyond. And then just recently, I'm not sure what convention this was for Takara, but they revealed a lot of stuff. We have Overgear Optimus Prime in color, which is a very different take for an Optimus Prime. And then we also have Missing Link Ratchet. We have a evil version of Rhinox, because there was one Beast Wars episode where Rhinox was evil, and they're doing an MPG redeco of the evil colors. Even though we don't have a Kingdom repaint in those colors, you'd think we'd get a mainline repaint first. But no, they're giving us a masterpiece evil Rhinox repaint, which is also kind of crazy. But the best part was we're getting a Gigastorm. We're actually getting a Trypticon repainted into Gigastorm. And we're getting an entirely new mold with Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. The only Predacon commander we're missing out of the big 3. So these 2 new reveals blew my mind, starting with Gigastorm. If you've seen Beast Wars 2, you would know that Megastorm turns into Gigastorm through Amalgamous Energy or whatever it's called. He gets upgraded into basically Trypticon. And when we had listings for a G2 Megatron in 2027, I assumed that Takara might repaint the G2 Megatron into Megastorm with his color scheme, because it's pretty similar to G2 Megatron, but it's a little different. I thought that would be an easy pick for New Legends. But no, they are doing a Titan class Trypticon retool into Gigastorm, and it's so cool. So you can see he's got a huge Predacon logo on him. He's got he's very toy accurate to the original Gigastorm toy. So he's got a massive horn, and it looks so cool. Then he's more accurate to the Titans Return Trypticon color scheme. He has that like light gray instead of black, and then blue spots on his back, and even gold arms. So they're staying true to his Japanese his Japanese Beast Wars toy, and I think it looks fantastic. I don't want to know the price. I know it's going to be expensive, but I just can't believe Takara is actually doing this. This is amazing. And then the gray prototype images of Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. So people have Beast Wars Megatron. They already did a Transmetal Megatron, and they did the Commander Class Magmatron from Beast Wars Neo. But now we're getting the big bad Beast Wars 2 Commander Galvatron. And I can't wait to see this thing in full color, because I think Beast Wars 2 Galvatron has a really cool design. He's got bright pink colors, gold. He transforms into a giant mechanical dragon, along with a drill tank mode. So I think he's going to be a really cool figure. Can't wait to see the full colored versions of this. And this has opened the door to new molds in New Legends. So if there's a Japanese character that maybe Hasbro's too shy to make, which it doesn't seem like there's that many. We have a mainline Big Convoy, and we had a mainline Magmatron. So I'm really surprised Hasbro's not going to give us a mainline Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. It seems like Takara is just doing that solo. But this opens up the door for so much stuff. This could be a Grandis. It could be a Sky Gary. Like, this could be how we complete the Battle Stars, or just other unique Japanese characters that Hasbro is probably not going to make. This line has opened up so much potential, and I am such a huge fan of it. Like, I think this is awesome. I love the cool, weird repaints, and Takara seems to always deliver. So what do you guys think? Are you guys as happy with New Legends as I am? Is there any weird Japanese characters you want to see? Let me know in the comments below.